So with all that's been going on this October of 2018,
Techtober,
there's been lots of hubbub. A couple weeks ago, Google released their flagship phone of the year, the Google Pixel 3. And Jacob, what did you do?
I made the switch. Went from Apple to Android, and so far I'm loving it.
So here today, we are both going to be doing a review,
Extensive review,
of the Google Pixel 3. So let's jump in. What's up guys, Russell Studios here, and I'm back with another video. Today we have Jacob.
What's up, you guys?
He used to have a channel, but he doesn't anymore because of our podcast. Speaking of our podcast, go listen to it. It's on Apple Podcasts, Kids These Days podcast.
It's a great podcast. It's really, we put a lot of work into it. We'd love it if you guys go and listen to it.
Anyways, that'll be linked in the description.
Bye.
So, Jacob, tell us a little bit about this endeavor.
What have I done? I went from Apple to Android. It was a big step, but I did it, and I do not regret it. So, do you want to just jump in?
Let's just jump in. So, he's opened the phone before because it's been a couple weeks. Well,
no, it's not.
You've had it for like
3 days.
It's had it for like 3 days. So we're just gonna
I just put everything back in the box.
Unboxing.
So go for it.
You want me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta say, and there we go for our overhead. Box didn't do that with the Apple products, you know.
Maybe because you didn't do it right, buddy.
No,
there you go.
It's.
Oh, there's like a.
You know what? It's like.
Yeah, that suction.
No. Okay.
So, yeah. It had this special wrap on it in here.
What's on that?
There's like
the underside. Hashtag Team Pixel.
Team Pixel.
So.
I'll probably tweet that somewhere. So here is the phone in all its glory.
Of course, BRoll will be playing now because you guys know how it is. So.
Cyrus got a smudge on the screen.
So
okay, so in the box, first of all, we'll get back. We'll
set that to the side. So first, we're gonna take this off the top. Then we have this pouch, which has our SIM card. Let's get started manual. Some stickers,
Google stickers and stuff.
All that.
You know, that's just what they do. All companies do it. Apple does it. You got your...
Now, down here we have our 18-watt fast charge USB charger, USB-C charger, and you can see that
USB on both
ends.
Indeed
USB-C. So this is the 18-watt fast charger, and that's one of the downsides about the new iPhones. They have that compatibility, but they don't have the fast charger in the box.
I just realized I didn't peel the sticker off, so we're gonna get a little bit of that.
Well,
I don't want to change the focus.
Yeah.
A little bit of that. That was good.
So we got that.
So yeah, 18-watt fast charging brick.
So in here would be the
USB-C
earbuds. We'll get back to that, but
earbuds. I don't have the earbuds on me.
Yeah, he has them obviously, but
they're at my house, and we'll get back to. We'll talk about this in a bit.
So here we have the USB-C to USB-C, which you would plug into the fast charger and then plug into the phone. Obviously, it doesn't matter. Has this cool looking connector
so that you can roll it up and just pop it together.
That
pretty
seamless.
Yes.
Feels very much like an Apple cord.
Except it's much thicker, which is something, to observe. I think it's because of that fast charging capabilities.
So down here we have that USB-C to normal USB, which you could use to,
transfer any images or anything really quickly, and if that is something that I think Apple should add into their packaging, but they don't, but hey.
So here we have a very Apple dongle reminiscent dongle.
Except Google actually adds it in the box.
Well, Apple used to.
Used to.
They're only $9.
Right, but if you're paying over $1,000 for a phone, maybe you get a dongle in it.
Anyways.
Just an observation.
Anyways.
It is very, something I've noticed about it.
Apple-like.
Yes, but it's very, how else are you supposed to make it?
Thick with a couple C's.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. Thick with a couple C's. How big that is, and it's a little clunky, and I'm more of a wireless headphone guy. So moving back to the earbuds real quick, I'd like to say that... What are you doing? Putting all that to the side. That's a good idea. Moving back to the earbuds here, I don't actually have them on me, but...
He's obviously used them.
Yes. I'm a little... Okay, I've got to say, my mindset has switched to Android and this Google phone. I love this phone. No matter what people tell me, I love this phone. And I want to love these headphones. But I don't.
Ayo!
They are disappointing. Extremely disappointing. The Apple headphones in the box are way better. I will just put that. They have a little loop that goes inside the top of your ear. It's not quite my thing. It's not real comfortable. But it's the sound quality that's just not good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very crisp. It's kind of watered down and muffly. And it's like, I feel like they maybe should have fixed that. There's also a little button on the where the mic is that you can use Google Assistant with, which is a cool feature, especially for just in-the-box headphones. There's the fast-charging brick and cable. We don't really need that out anymore.
Okay, so that's all that's in the box, so now we're going to move on. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the ports and looks and feels of the Google Pixel 3.
And now, I don't know what your opinion is, but I think that looks very pleasing.
So, yeah, one thing you're really going to notice is on the back there are two different materials. What do they call them?
Actually, they are the same material. One is just finished off differently. This is Gorilla Glass, apparently. And this is a smooth, like...
it feels like kind of silicone.
Yeah, kind of. And this is very...
That's more glossy.
Glossy glass.
And the sides are the same glossy. And one thing you really notice when you're holding it is that it's slippery. But, of course, if you get a case...
Like this one here, this beautiful made by Google
case. This is just, it's soft on the inside.
It's
like
very
heathered
standard,
on the outside. It's standard, it gets the job done.
Yeah. So flipping it over, first I would like to say, on the left side here, we have nothing.
It's no buttons.
Nothing. I'd also like to say first, I do have a screen protector on, just in case you were wondering. So yes, left side, nothing. Right side, you have the power button and the volume.
On the bottom, we have the USB-C port and the SIM card, which is a weird placement.
I would agree. I think the SIM card should be on this side because there's nothing here.
Exactly.
It works. It works.
So
nothing on the top except a little mic.
Yeah. So if we're looking here, we have. There's actually two front-facing speakers, and speaking of the speakers,
Whoa.
They are good. They're great.
Quite incredible.
They're very loud. We're not going to play anything now because copyright. But they're very loud and they sound good. There's no question.
They're
about
definitely
that.
up to competing with the Razer Phone 2. Competing.
Razer Phone sounds stupid.
Razer Phone 2.
It's almost like
it does
as much shame as the Windows.
Actually, kind of. Dual front-facing,
cameras.
Dual front-facing cameras and speakers. Yeah. The cameras. Let's talk about that. Actually, we'll get to the cameras.
We'll get to the cameras. So we have those speakers, and then,
as you can see on the back, we have the Google sign here, and we have a fingerprint scanner.
It's very quick and responsive.
Okay, so yeah, shut it off. Quick finger tap, and it's open.
Easy
very responsive. By the way, this is a incredible background.
They have lots of cool wallpaper.
It's an artwork wallpaper, in just standard wallpaper. Yeah.
So it is obviously running Android because it is.
Because, yes.
So coming around the back, we have that fingerprint sensor, and then up on the glossy part we have a camera. Again, we're gonna get to the camera. And
There's the flash.
There's the flash. So yeah, that's the phone. So I guess now we
USB-C, quick detail, USB-C inside is all black, just to kind of finish off that all matte black.
Matte black everything. Am I right? Mark it.
Okay. Anyway. Okay,
so
let's move on.
Let's move on to like
to display and cameras.
Display and cameras. So there are 2 front-facing cameras and 1 back camera. Now Google, instead of having like 2 or 3 cameras like other
2 or 3 cameras.
Yeah, on the back, usually, like other brands.
Yeah.
They do it with a lot of software.
There's a lot of incredible software that Google has put into this phone. So, we're just gonna take a picture.
Oh, take a picture. Oh, that was a nice sound. Anyways.
That was a nice sound. I've never heard that before. Okay, so, yes.
So, on the back is a 12 megapixel camera, f1.8 sensor. It has a number of additional camera features like Top Shot, which uses AI, and it actually takes photos before you take a photo. And so if someone blinks or something happens during the photo, you can go back in time and pick a better photo, which is kind of controversial because that means they're taking photos when you're not taking photos.
There's technically taking a video
whenever.
But when you're on your camera app, but
who knows?
Yeah.
So
also, I haven't done this yet, but there's a feature called Playground, which is like AR inclusive, but it's through the camera app.
So it's with like software, not AR.
Yeah. And there's Google Lens, which can basically, take a picture or scan anything and kind of tell you what it is. Well, not everything.
So in this case, we'll have like, I don't know, we'll have some sort of food product in this BRoll, and it sees it and then it searches it online. So you can...
Yeah, you can buy it or see other products like it.
Just go to a page online about it. So
yeah,
what's the Super Res thing?
Super Res, which is from if I'm taking a video, I can zoom in and then zoom in more, and that's the super res zooming that they're doing with software, and they're not doing with 2 cameras on the back. So that's something that Google is really proud of with their software, and there's, as you can see, there's different layers of zooming that you can do. All of these.
They also have what's called night light, which is basically night sight. Yeah.
But technically, it's not out yet. It's coming out in a later software update.
And it's just like a low light enhancement thing.
Yeah, they have been working very hard on the software for that. It's supposedly be this huge thing that had some controversial announcements in the made by Google event because of comparing it to an iPhone picture and comparing it to a Google picture at night, and people think that they just dragged the exposure down on the iPhone. It's unsure. They said they did nothing to the image, but
so it has a thing called shush mode, where if you take the phone and put it face down onto a surface,
anyone who is
do not disturb.
Only for people who are not in your favorite contacts.
Yeah. And speaking of favorite contacts and calling, what do they call it?
They have a feature called call screening. So if you want to
test that.
Call.
So I'll call Jacob right now. And basically, before we do it, it's like you can have the person interact with Google Assistant before they interact with you. So if it's like a scammer or something, you can know that. So I'm gonna go ahead and...
He knows my number.
Because it's like a telemarketer number.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll screen the call. And the person you're calling...
This conversation. Go ahead and say why you're calling.
I just want to talk to Jacob today.
Tell me more.
Just so it's clear, go ahead and say more about why you're calling.
I was just wondering if you wanted to go out for lunch.
Do you need to get a hold of them urgently?
Yes.
Thanks. Connecting you now.
And then the call goes through. So yeah, that feature
Is super cool.
very cool because the amount of times I get like random numbers or just numbers from people, and now that I have this phone, well, numbers from people who I don't know the number of or whatever, I can just screen the call. It's super easy, super convenient, and it works very well.
And you could see like it was typing it out as I said it.
Exactly. So, and I could hear it also.
Mhm.
So, very cool feature.
Well, you could hear it because I'm right here saying it.
Yeah, but it'll go through.
Oh.
It goes through the phone. So if I would have had it on speaker, it would have been telling me
Right.
what you're saying.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that feature is really cool.
Okay, so another thing that's included in this phone and a lot of phones of late is wireless charging. So this phone has wireless charging and it can wireless charge. And so that's great, and obviously nowadays that's something that's basically guaranteed.
It's because of this glass back, full glass back, that Google can do that now. The Google Pixel 2 could not wireless charge, and through the year, or through, the months since once it got to the Apple phones, and then wireless charging started to become a big thing, and the Google Pixel 2 not having it was disappointing, and now they've just hit it off huge with the Google Pixel 3 in all areas, with the screen and with the wireless charging and everything everyone wanted from the last phone got into this phone. And we got to congratulate Google on, making this great phone. Yeah, and
Or just being up to par.
that works too. He's an Apple fan.
Speaking of being up to par, it is water resistant. It has a rating of IP68, which is up to par with the iPhones and the latest Samsung phones, and that is the
It's
standard. It's the standard.
If you don't do that, then
Yeah.
you're just not following suit, and you're not in that range of,
Acceptable.
I could get this phone.
Acceptable.
But if, there's certain features it doesn't have. But yeah, with wireless charging, Google actually released the Pixel Stand. $80 for wireless charging. It's supposed to turn your phone into like a Google Home Mini.
And with the
$80.
speakers, but the Google Home Minis are cheaper than that, so really.
The Google Home Minis they're $150. What? No, the Google Home Mini.
The
Sorry,
Mini is
the
like
Mini
50.
is like 50, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Google Home,
The big one.
the big one with the screen.
And then there's the Max that's like 500.
Yeah. So, the Pixel Stand, it's extremely fast wireless charging. I have a wireless charger. It's a cheap one. It takes forever to charge my phone. Like, I could put it on at night.
That's just because it's cheap, though.
Yeah, and like once I wake up, it's like 100%, like not even 100%, like in the 90s. But that's just because it's a cheap wireless charger. So, the wireless charging is a big step for Google, and it's a big step. Well, it's not really a big step, honestly. It's the standard.
Yeah.
But, it's another convenience level.
Okay, so now to the screen. This is a big screen. You can see there is a bezel on the bottom and a bezel on the top. That's because there isn't a notch. Say what you want, but there isn't a notch. So this is a 5.5-inch screen.
Honestly, saying it's a big phone,
It's a small phone.
It's a small phone for phones in 2018.
Here's my iPhone 6s. It's the same size. The screen is the same.
No, my screen is bigger.
Yeah, your screen is bigger, but yeah, because I have a home button.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice. Okay.
I had the 7, and my screen was
It's
much,
the same size as
yeah, less.
But if we put an iPhone 10 or 10s up to it, it would be the same screen size. Of course, the XR is it's 6.1. This is 5.5. So that's bigger.
Right, and the Google Pixel 3 XL has a 6.3-inch display.
Yeah, it has 2160 by 1080 resolution. So that is right up there. So the Google Pixel 3 has a 2,915 milliamp hour battery, and the iPhone XR has a 3,100 something milliamp hour battery. So it's close, but it's still behind.
Still a little different. But since the screen is 6.1 inches...
No, that was for the XS that the battery was.
Oh. For the XR... Oh, that was the XS?
Yeah,
the XS has a small... Size. Yeah, about the same size screen. No, this is 5.5. XS is like...
5.6.
5.6? Really?
Or 5.8, maybe.
Yeah. So it's a little bit bigger screen. So, it's not going to be noticeable. That's for sure.
And with that fast charging in the box, you're definitely
exactly. You can take it.
So we were talking about the camera. So right now, I'm going to play a montage that we are going to make tomorrow, demonstrating demonstrating the camera and its capabilities. So let me play right now. Okay, so I hope you like that montage.
Probably
of course,
incredible.
through this whole video, we will pop up some photos and all that B-roll of the camera and the feels. Oh, one thing we didn't mention is you can actually activate the Google Assistant by squeezing on the sides of the phone.
Here, let me go back.
So he just squeezes and it comes up, as you can see.
There is...
What's the weather like in LA?
Today in Los Angeles, it'll be clear with clouds from time to time, with a forecasted high of 82 and a low of 61.
So there you go.
Right now it's 74 and sunny.
Okay, thank you. So yeah.
Sounds nice.
Quick to Google, is it really necessary?
It feels like there's something like a click. Maybe that's just a haptic thing.
I think it's a haptic thing, but...
That's haptic.
Yeah.
But it feels like a click, and it's kind of trippy.
Yeah, and, I could just say, hey, Google, but, I guess there's...
Hey, Google.
No, it only works with my voice.
Hey, Google.
Our voices are, the exact same, so let's be real. This, I just want to do a quick, So this is what an image would look like. This is portrait mode. And this is gonna be tough.
Oh, that already looks good. I can tell.
But
do it on me after you take that.
There's a picture.
No, we'll pop it up on the screen.
Yeah, there's a picture.
That's good.
There's before and there's after.
Wait,
it got every. It got.
Look. That's a straight line. From there. See that? It cuts it right there.
Oh my gosh! You have to be so precise.
No, but that's what I was talking about, the hair. Look there. Look at... The heck is that?
Oh my god. It's not perfect, and that's something that they can fix through... Software. And that's going to be
That's good
fixed.
that it's not a hardware thing, too, because that couldn't be fixed.
Exactly. And that's something, you may see a little geek like that, but just take another picture and it should be fine.
Yeah.
I'll take a photo, portrait photo, and, processing... Yeah, and that,
That's fine.
That looks just about perfect. Oh my god.
Okay.
And, so, this, right now you're hearing...
No, we'll take a video tomorrow.
No, let's just do it now.
Okay.
Right now you're hearing the... Hold on. Right now you're hearing the audio through
the
Zoom
Rode.
H1, or no, Rode Video Mic. And we're just
And-
about to, actually I'm going to do, and right now, you're hearing the Rode Video Mic, and right now,
Now you're hearing the sound through the Pixel 3. It's not great, especially going from a nice sound like that to hearing this. You're probably not too impressed. The video, though, the video looks nice. That's for sure.
like we just showed you. We're not gonna pain you anymore with this.
It's not horrible. It's
we're just gonna go back to that.
Okay, back to the other mic.
So it does have Snapdragon 845. Now I don't know what the heck
that's
is.
just,
It's
kind of
basically
like
the A12.
A12 Bionic on
Yeah.
the Apple.
Okay.
It's just Android's version.
That's 4 gigs of RAM.
4
Same
gigs.
as iPhones.
Right, and as a lot of reviewers have been talking about, this is disappointing.
Well, it is for every phone that is.
Yeah, it's-
disappointing.
6 would be ideal, and 6 should be the
Or 8.
standard.
Or 8.
Yeah, 6 should be the low, the standard, 8 should be, something that phones put in like, hey, we're stepping up our game. 8 would be the way to go.
It's not.
But it's not noticeable.
It's not like it's internal storage. It's not
Right.
like it's
It's just random access memory, so.
Yeah.
Make sure that you can't, make sure,
Comment down below what you think of the Google Pixel 3. We'd love
And,
to hear your
hey,
ideas.
subscribe, because this is the kind of content you get. This phone came out a week ago, and you're getting content about that phone. I mean, you
And we're
want
kids.
great content,
But this, I mean,
then you
got
gotta
that fire B-roll.
subscribe to
go
this channel.
subscribe.
Okay,
Speaking
if-
of subscribe, go subscribe down to the left. And if you want to go check out my Osmo review, Osmo 2, go click right down
somewhere
there. Hope you liked it. If you want to go follow the Kids These Days Instagram at kidsthesedays_podcast. Cool stuff over there. And until the next one, let's see ya.